Hello and welcome to more TESTULOUS. We're doing more testing matches, 3K NS versus OSP, 4v4s on the testing branch on this lovely Saturday afternoon. Team 1 ANS, Team 2 OSP, Das, Helker, Intuous Hunter, Scallard, Puppy from Hell, and Team 1, Fire of Reckoning, Drymus, Bluebot, and Kettlebore, who is a Rymark on Team 2. We're on Yukon, because the bitches don't like my map choice, and they voted for Yukon. It's looking like, yeah, it's looking like the traditional Charlie Echo brawl shaping up. No one's going to be smart and go under the map, which is unfortunate. I always like when people break out weird strats on Yukon instead of just knuckle dusting in the middle of the map. Like monkeys with clubs, but well. Got a beam here we're dropping down with. Aiming and a bullseye on the side. Alright, this is Daz. He's talking big talk about this cap fleet. Got one goalie beam destroyer. 1, 2, 3 torpedo S3H cappers. 1, 2 nearly naked cappers. And 2 spy frigs, which apparently don't have enough power to run their Panard. Which is very silly. We'll see how that goes. Oh my god, ain't a ship count at an all-time low. Hunter rocking the Esper, which is a ship he very recently built. Say missile Axford with a beam on the bottom. A lot of hybrids. Apparently it's really good. It's cruise, so I'm obviously very interested in this. Puppy's got beam battleship with flak. We've already got some missiles out. We can follow those in while we continue going through these ships. And 2 jam and bullseye sprinter escorts for a battleship? Alright. That's interesting. And Scallard has double 450 Axfords. Pretty, fairly standard ANS comp. Nothing too fancy or complicated here. Does he launch missiles anywhere else? Not just here. All the missiles get trivially aimed. I have a feeling we're gonna see more of that. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just scarred from getting my pants aimed off. OSP, Bluebot, MMT, 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 MMT. No, that's a LRT. One of the 4 multi-mission tugs. 1 long-range tracking radar tug. I hope that's what that stands for. I actually don't know. I don't remember anymore. And 1 mass driver bulk freighter for anchor. Dramus has 1 plat. If we can jump through
does
it.
in fact stand for long range tracking.
Thank you. Good, so I'm not completely deranged. Dramus has 1 plasma bulk freighter and 1 250 bulk freighter. Either my F key is broken or the game's being really slow about hopping. Okay, now it's fixed. EWR tug, 1 gun shuttle, 2 gun shuttle, 3 gun shuttle in capping formation, which means they've got 1 gun, 1 Pavis, and 1 chaff box with AMMs. Rymark has the container liner. A lot of garbage containers and then a bunch of rocket containers as well. Pi has, what the fuck? Pi has an armada. Gun tugs, plasma, and 600 mil monitors, 2 of them. More gun and point defense tugs. It's a lot of gun and point defense tugs. A little bit of support with AMMs and chaff, some jamming, some locking, and even a blackjack. And 1 MLS too. Alright. Meantime, Mana's taking 2 points. And OSP is taking 2 points. Everybody's got their naturals. Doesn't look like anything's been murdered by missiles, but we do have more containers going out. Headed towards the battleship. Could spell disaster for Puppy, but I actually think these are just gonna miss. Yeah, these are just gonna miss.
Yeah. I think the MLS on Pi is just Killjoys.
It might be. That's good. Tuggington's Blessing.
Oh,
That
I
is
think
unfortunately not a
Hunter's
condition.
counter batterying the CLM.
He is, but I think these are gonna go for the decoys.
There's a
No,
lot
they're
of
EO.
decoys.
They're EO validated.
Oh, and he's not going around the rock more. This might be disastrous. And their Heck P as well, and he's ass on.
It would be extremely
That
comical
would
if
be.
this just dies.
Yeah, that would be very. Oh man, they're perfectly lined up.
I really want this to just die because, like, so this is why you don't park your missile ship in the obvious spots, because anyone competent's just gonna blind missile
No
you the second
AMMs
they
on
see
it
your
either.
missiles come out.
Oh no.
Oh
I think he's
yeah!
gonna do it.
Alright, bye,
yeah,
Rymark.
rip. Goodbye. Immediately dead.
Oh, well, there's about 3,000 points down the toilet.
Rip. Wow.
Is this being recorded?
Yes.
Very cool. I'm new to these games. How would one join a game like this?
By joining. This
Wait here
is
and
just
then
like
get in the
on the
Coliseum.
server browser,
Yeah.
dog.
Oh,
It's pretty
Well,
open.
containers
I
might hit
don't-
something.
Oh, nope, they're all
have it,
missing.
Like, what server would that
Can we talk about this after?
be? Sure.
Why does this battleship have AMMs on it? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I also want to know why the battleship has jamming sprinter escorts. Are these to lure ARAD missiles? I mean, they have
They
even a
might
few
be.
missiles.
They might be for just jam flashing, because you need that now against Meme Val.
That's true. Well, I
This
think things are
container's
looking up
just-
for ANS.
Probably.
Spawning and deleting a fleet's pretty good, I guess.
Oh, the snail. The EO torpedoes.
I think this is gonna slam into a rock. No, no, it's gonna miss.
No, it's gonna acquire.
It looks like it was on the attack map, but definitely not on the battle map. All right,
Nope,
let's see it.
it's seen it.
What have you created, Doss? Oh my god, if it gets scraped!
Nah.
It's just gonna miss?
Yeah, it
It's
missed.
gonna miss?
Yeah,
Yep,
it missed.
there it goes.
No leading on EO, unfortunately. Pi is foreheading C. Not spotted though.
I was very tempted to tell Doss that I love his torpedoes, but we'll save it for after. We'll save it for after. Pi is
Yeah.
still in this big ass menacing blob. And
It's pointing. Oh, now it's spotted.
It's-
Let's see
it's-
if the beam DD reacts.
going to fight the beam battleship is the problem, which I think is the one thing that this fleet really
The
really
one
doesn't want to
thing
fight.
you probably don't want to fight. Yeah.
I think they're gonna wind up getting beamed though. Like you said, they're gonna come up here, head for Charlie, and then the President Elena is gonna just aim at him and reduce him to atoms. AMT missiles out, but those are all gonna get AMMs.
Yeah, 444. The snail. Let's see if it'll do it this time.
All right. Bear witness.
Oh, it's not trying to dodge this time. Yeah.
Bonk. That's a pretty
And
bad angle though.
Minimal damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right in the front.
A lot of that went out of space too. Looks like there's gonna be a little camping skirmish over here on this bumfuck nowhere wall on the right side of the map. ANS and OSP kind of looking at each other's naturals, Bravo and Delta, but no one's really making a move. Yeah, it looks like OSP abandoning the push for Alpha entirely and just going for the Charlie point. Managed to kill a sprinter with more grape than you can shake a stick at. What is this? It's very silly. Let's take a few screenshots here. Oh, why is my input all fucked? That's so frustrating. One of the spy frigs eating some missiles on the side and some grape. This thing's not going to be long for this world. Another snail coming in. It's going to miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eotorps. Not it. Ooh, big land on a Silver Bell. And there goes the Trout of Chad. Must be getting out of Charlie. They're gonna get the cap. It's good. They're behind about 60 points. But they will no longer be losing on the score front. They'll be gaining more than their counterpart. God, there's got to be a better way to phrase that. Whatever. They'll be catching up. There we go. It's been a long day. Morris one's fired out at the MMT. They keep getting missiles. Seems like these S1s are just to force the jammers to be turned off, which is cute. SP manages to get the Charlie cap. Looks like the beam destroyer's not challenging it. Still keeping an eye on Alpha. Wow, that's expensive. Bunch of hunters, extremely expensive hybrids just got eaten by AMs.
The enemy secured Zone Atlas.
SP manages to take Alpha too. They won't hold it for very long. But still, that's really strong. 4-1 on caps. A lot of missiles getting spent on that as well. A bit of beam ammo. Yeah, beam cannons taking hits. Be shorting for way too long. Oh, buddy. Don't do this, Stas. You're gonna need that laser to take on the tug and monitor blob. It's dying, dude. It's so sad. He finally turned it off, but that took a ton more damage. About 50% more damage than it needed to in integrity.
The enemy is securing Zone Atlas.
3/4 of that volume was wasted. Very unfortunate. Hunter, it looks like, is moving up to join Puppy's beam battleship. Who is in just the silliest place ever. Look at this. This tiny, tiny crevice. ANS might be able to hop onto Delta. One of the sprinters, yeah, is completely healthy and has glonked the defending shuttle enough that he can just finish it off with the Mark 61. And their OSP's push for Bravo failed too, so it's really going to come down to control on the Charlie Echo Alpha side of the map. ANS retakes Alpha. But they have managed to rack up a 30-point deficit. Another missile strike coming out. I think these are just gonna get AMM'd though, yeah. Oh, only one of them. Bonk, bonk. Ship's still alive. Looks like Gas is also signing up to grab Echo.
And Dagger. It's gonna be a 4-cap pretty soon. Yes, MNT can. Yes, MNT can't stop E.
Got the Monitor and Tug Blob engaging the Esper, but the 100 mil is doing absolutely nothing. And Plasma hasn't had near enough time to tick up yet. In fact, with the track quality, a lot of the Plasma's missing.
How far is that? Are they out? They might just be getting dodged. Yeah, that's like 7.5k. It's dodgeable still.
Well, it's got to be shorter than that. The max range of Plasma is 7.2.
Just about 7k maybe.
Yeah, I think so. It's
definitely a lot getting dodged though.
Just a couple hundred meters.
Right off the side.
Yep.
$2k out. Me.
The enemy secured zone Dagger.
Anus has a lead. Keyboard has stopped
The
working
enemy is
again.
securing zone Eclipse.
Wish I had any idea what was going on with my hardware. Need to just do a full fucking reset of my computer after this game, god.
The monitors are heading for C.
I don't know what they're doing. They're kind of hanging out over here, trying to control space, but they're not really able to pressure anything. This is a problem. This group is really menacing against small ships, but ANS just doesn't have very many because they're ANS, and they don't do that. ANS grabbing Echo. Yeah, piloting up to Charlie. Missiles out on the destroyer. And handles 3 of them. Defender handles the last one.
The enemy secured zone Eclipse.
Sure, getting out of range instead of trying to beam the target. Probably a good idea considering the angle. And considering how much ANS owns right now. Yeah, 4-1 on caps are down 20 points, but that's not gonna last very long with a lead like this.
OSP is like around C, and that's it.
Yeah, they don't
map presence.
They don't have any front line, and they're running out of cappers too.
I mean, how many do they have like functionally left? Like 1. And that one's probably gonna
die
chase after
soon.
this DD. Yeah.
Or just waste its time going after the destroyer. That's exactly what it's doing. It's pursuing the destroyer. It's doing this really wide flank. It's just gonna take too long.
Yeah, Beam DD is probably gonna be able to turn.
And
It's got a
OSP
Raider.
has had no cap defense either.
Well, they had some shuttles, but those kind of died.
Yeah, I would not classify a shuttle as cap defense.
Ooh, command AMM MMTs.
Even if you intended them to do that. Blue Blood eats a couple missiles for his destroyer pursuit troubles. ANS now has a 30-point lead. Didn't take long for that to tick up. OSP's about to be wiped off the Bravo Delta side of the map. Yeah, this game's pretty much over. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I'll see you in the after action report. Okay, hello! Welcome to the after action report. As everyone expected, ANS closed that one out pretty handedly. 20k on the missile ship. Das doing a lot with his caps, like a lot. That's what won them the game. Yeah, 323 damage on the battleship. Presumably all of that PD. Yeah, in fact, all of that to destroy 2 missiles.
Yeah, no, I should have predicted that you had the cruise hybrid fleet.
Honestly, I was pretty happy with my fleet.
But yeah, this is why the cruise missiles feel the same to me, right? Because it's like, well, didn't guess it, dead instantly.
Yeah. Survived that missile volley well enough.
Yeah. Best Beam BB game yet.
That PD shot down a lot of those, the actual real hybrids instead of the decoys, despite the decoys being ahead of the fucking real hybrid.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah. You shot down, like, 3 of the real missiles were destroyed by grazers behind the decoys. I think it's because of the way that you have enough PD that they're assigning targets to everything.
Yeah, I think I have 6 grazers in this fleet on top of all the other PD.
Yeah, it's just weird because, like, it's 4 decoys per missile, so there should be 12 prio targets, but it assigned the real missiles to 2 of your grazers.
Do you think the flak got rid of enough of them?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I wasn't really. I don't know. The decoys were still up. It's just. I think it's like an assignment thing. That's just all there is to it.
I know you hit one of my tugs at the very least. It got grayed in a lot of places.
I hit 3 of your ships. 3 of my missiles hit. I think one of them didn't hit very well. So
one of them killed the top radar and the antenna of one monitor.
Yeah. Oh no!
Fucking incredible.
Those things have like 6 restores on them, I think.
They do, yeah. It's really funny seeing that.
I really like these patch changes for the monitor. It feels like you can actually take them in fleets now.
Yeah, the monitor blob was by far the most frustrating thing to deal with.
Monitor blob? What are you talking about?
Oh, monitors and tugs, rather.
Yeah, that was mostly tugs. The monitors were sun-drive to keep up, which was very notable.
Yeah.
I think they're faster than the tugs.
We didn't know they were not all monitors until almost the very end.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
And that's why people should take the Intel Center.
Now let's hurry up and get into the next one. That's all for that game. We discussed everything during the match. It's pretty slow, not very dynamic. It's pretty obvious which direction that was headed early on. But I hope you enjoyed it anyways. I know I certainly did. And I hope I got the editing right. Sometimes I'll forget to clip out the section in between. When I say I'll see you in the AR and actually landing on the AR, we wind up with like 10 minutes of dead air. It's very lame for everyone involved. We'll see. We've been doing these out of my Discord. If you want to participate in this sort of thing, I'll have a link down in the description. I hope to see you there, but if I don't, I'll always see you in the battle space.